Hey guys, so this is my bullet journal flip through video. It's the first video I've ever done on my bullet journal, so let's just get started. So this is my bullet journal. It's a moleskin soft cover with dots, and I'll find it on Amazon and link it, but I just covered it with marble contact paper, also from Amazon, and I'll put that down below too. This is my index and my key, not filled out completely. This is my stamp page where I had put all of my stamps that I don't use in my bullet journal very often. I used it at the beginning, but I don't very much in the end. And then there's my washi tape page, which I think is really cool, so you can see all of the kinds of washi tape that you have. And here's my year at a glance. I spilled water in my bullet journal kind of towards the end of the year, but it only got on like the first few pages of my book, so I'm not too upset about it. And here's my bucket list, and I drew it in like a bucket because I thought I was clever. And I've only done a few, and I don't have that many things on it, but yeah. And there's my YouTube page, which has nothing on it, so probably won't bring that to the next one. And my Instagram ideas, which for my makeup Instagram. And here's my first monthly layout. You'll notice it's not like the vertical one. I feel like it's easier for me to visually see things like this, so that's what I did. And I had a monthly goals page for health, personal, and school, I feel like. And here's my first weekly spread. You can see it's just very simple from the beginning, but it gets more intricate and like prettier, at least I think so. That's a packing list that I had. It's my college checklist. I'll probably post like an actual nice picture of that so people who are going to college can kind of see what's going on. And then my orientation checklist, because I went to orientation over the summer. And I got this idea from another bullet journal video I had watched where they wrote down like the weather, precipitation, humidity, and stuff for like traveling. And it was cute. Those are my goals. I haven't filled all of those out, but I know. Oh, I have a fitness goals, and I actually did run 2 miles. I ran like a 5K towards the end of winter break. And here's my August spread. I did it gold and black because those are my college colors, and I copied that from an Instagram post, the geometric pattern. New adventures begin because I was starting college and I'm cheesy. And then my monthly goals, which I'm pretty proud of that I completed. And then I have a gratitude log, which I didn't really use. I just find it's like kind of hard to use on a different page. And this is my first like weekly spread that I really liked. I have a quote in the monthly, small monthly, and then like a weekly look, and then the daily, which I think is really, really nice because that way I can see ahead of the week what I'm doing instead of flipping back and forth to the calendar. And I would add pictures at the end. This one's a really pretty look. I had the quote, "How lucky I am to have something that makes saying goodbye so hard," because I was leaving for college that week. And I was like really sad because I had to say goodbye to my best friends and my mom, because I go to an out-of-state school like way far away. I'm from Illinois and I go to a school in Florida. And then as you can see, I have some pictures and just my weeklies. And I skipped September. I tried to color code my classes a little bit. I'm not a huge fan of color coding in the bullet journal because I feel like I'm already doing a lot, and also I did that quote but then I didn't finish outlining it or whatever I was doing. I just didn't like how it looked. But yeah, I just feel like it's kind of hard to color code in your bullet journal because you're already doing so much, like you're creating your own planner. I was like, I just can't like do extra stuff. It's too much for me. And then I tried to do a habit tracker. I just don't like things that are not on the same page. Oh, this is one of my favorite spreads. I love One Direction, so I put a picture of Zayn. I'm not afraid of change. I'm more afraid of staying the same. That's like my favorite type of lettering. And I tried a new thing where I put the classes to the side because I was still kind of getting used to my classes. And I'm pointing because I went to see Wendy Davis. She came to my school, and that was like super cool for me. I'm a huge feminist, so hashtag feminist squad, you know, really living it up. But that was super cool. Nothing worth having comes easy. I don't know why I did that. I kind of messed up the Saturday and Sunday, but I don't know. Maybe I was trying something new, but I didn't really like that. Here's another fun spread. I don't like how much empty room there was, but I did like making the little boxes. I think it's cute. I just think I wish I had like more things there. And I had a habit tracker for the week, so it was like a weekly habit tracker, and I was checking to see if I had it on the other page, but I think it's super useful to do it that way. And this is one of my favorite quotes: I want to inspire people. I want someone to look at me and pull away, I guess. I want someone to look at me and say, because of you, I didn't give up. And I was pointing to all of the scrapbooking things. This was kind of like a memory week. I went to Disney twice that week, so it was super fun for me. And then these 2 weeks disregard, I was trying to plan my schedule during a class, and then I had a study plan, which clearly didn't get done. This is my October monthly. It's pretty simple. Again, tried to color code. I hate color coding, and I just can't do it. It's just not possible for me. And I tried to do another daily happiness, which I think is useful if you have like a planner that isn't a bullet journal, because it's just easier. Here's another spread. This one was super pretty. I think I have a plan with me on it. I'll link it below if I do. I remember filming it for sure. This week was kind of hectic. My classes got canceled because there was a hurricane and I had to fly home, so also why the habit tracker is halfway filled out, which I'm pointing to. That's the reason I didn't fill anything out. And then this week was hectic because I was coming back from the hurricane, and I had a lot of things to do. But it was super fun, and my friend wrote me something because we were studying in the library and we were both going crazy. And here's another week. I love the idea of the spread, but I just don't like how it was executed. Like, I don't like how much space there is to the side, but I really like adding pictures into it. I just think it's pretty. I didn't even fill that page out, so shout out to me. This was week 11, which was, getting kind of crazy. Oh, Obama came to my school, President Obama. That was super cool. That was, like, honestly the coolest thing that's ever happened to me. And he was president when that happened, and then, we got the worst president, but it's fine. And then I had a tracker for, I'll post like a picture of it maybe somewhere else, but I had a tracker for every single day until the end of first semester of everything I needed to do. This is one of my favorite spreads. You can see I started a while back adding like weekly readings, which helps me keep ahead of my readings so I'm not behind on any of my assignments, and I think it's super good to integrate. And there's my November spread, pretty simple, pretty boring. I tried a budget tracker. It didn't work. It made me depressed about how much money I was spending, which is, I'm sure, the point, but I just couldn't do it. I couldn't keep up with it. This was a super fun quote to write. I think it's really, really pretty. Yeah, so, and I started doing like duotone spreads, which I like forgot that you can do, because you can do whatever you want in your bullet journal. Here's another picture of Zane because I love him. I think this was kind of getting to the end of my week, and you can see my first semester spreads. I was I always decorated after, and there's my lean fit plan. Sorry, I'm jumping around a bunch because I can't control how fast this is. And then here's the end spread, which I didn't super finish like the whole week. It's kind of bare, which is annoying. I don't like the both side thing. But yeah, I used to decorate my pages after the week was done, because I just don't know how much room that I needed. And here's my January spread, which I kind of didn't use a bunch, but my mom got married, which was super cool, right before I went back to school. Here's another little picture of Niall. Yeah, so I started, this is still at the point where I'm decorating after, so you can see there's like a lot more empty space because I don't know how much space I need during the week, and that's the reason. Like, I'm just trying to fit things into the spread, not like do the spread and then fit my writing around it. This was a nice one. I took those Polaroids at my school. Those palm trees are right outside my dorms, and yeah, and there was like a tree that I saw when we were walking. Me and my friend Aubrey were walking around. Week 3 was super nice. It's not very colorful. I forgot to highlight the days of the week, but I'm still doing the weekly readings thing. I highly recommend it. It keeps you like on top of everything so you don't like forget. And I was super sick that week, so I didn't do anything. Week 5, I also didn't do anything. Sometimes I just try so hard to do my bullet journal and it just doesn't happen. I was like not in a good place at that point, so you can see that I kind of just didn't do it. February isn't super colorful, but it was my birthday month, so it was kind of busy, and February is always busy. It's a short month, but there's always things to do. This is a nice spread. It's not super full. I mean, it's like mostly just my pictures and stuff, but that was my birthday. My friend's birthday was the day before, or their party was the day before mine, sorry. And yeah, so that was super fun. And then I pointed to Louis because I love this spread so much because I love Louis. It's one of my favorites. I decorated this after, but I actually just pasted that picture over the words that I had written, and then I moved them over to fit it, and I think that looked super, super pretty. I love that. My favorite spreads. I love ZM. And I just gotten this new washi. It's from Amazon. I'll link it below, but I drew little pictures of cactuses, cacti. It was a super busy week, but it was pretty, and I love like the bold letter and then the cursive. That's one of my favorite things to do. You see, I do that a lot with my quotes. And then there's Zane again. And then I did my weekly to-dos because a lot of it wasn't readings anymore. My first semester was full of like reading classes, and then my second semester was just like quizzes that I needed to do and study. My spring break was long because I went home early because I just didn't care, honestly, and flights were cheaper, so I had to. Week 9, do something today that your future self will thank you for, which I think is a cute quote. This one I didn't use a bunch, but I again decorated it after. I think that's a really pretty typography, I don't know, quote thing. And that's a subtle picture of Niall, if you didn't know. And then this was my spring break week, so I didn't write a week because I was a note taker, so I needed to always know the week, and the weeks didn't include spring break on the website I upload my notes to, so I skipped that week so that way I would still know what week I was on. And this one's kind of full, but this is where I started decorating, I think, before the week started, and you can see it's like it's got a lot more going on. This is the same. I started decorating it, so I had that huge picture of Harry to look at all week, and I really like that because I started getting celebrity pictures. Like I said, I really like One Direction, and I just like paste pictures over other pictures, so it looks like it's like him on a pretty background, and I really like that. And I started decorating before so I could actually, like enjoy looking at the spread while I was looking, like doing the week. This was April. I don't know why I wrote it twice, and I messed up, but I just fixed it with whiteout, so it's not perfect, but it's something. And this is my last month of school, so that's also some pretty drawing stuff that I did. I think that's, I don't know, I just really like this month. I tried to do it without the lines. I don't know how much I like that, but we're getting so close to the end now. Your plans are unstoppable. I didn't like the spread as much, but I love Harry. Like I wish I could journal more in it, but I just can't, so I just always have pictures of like random celebrities. You see Harry's like dominating this right now though. This was a really pretty spread. I think it's very picture heavy, but it's so pretty, and I like the pretty drawings that I have and my pretty picture of Paris. None of these pictures are mine, by the way. I just find them on Tumblr and stuff. This is a picture of Liam because I loved him. I don't know, I just thought I'd switch it up because I always have pictures of Harry. I was going to Universal that week. The Polaroids are all mine. I have a Polaroid camera that I take pictures with. So yeah, that was super fun. And then week 15, that's a Polaroid from Universal. I think it says Let the Adventure Begin or something. I think it's from The Hobbit. Don't crucify me if I'm wrong. I've never seen the movies. But I was getting to the end of my term, so it was just kind of hectic. I didn't have a lot of time to like bullet journal and stuff because I was studying so much for all my finals. And then I haven't even like finished this. I was so surprised that I hadn't finished. And then this is a page, I skipped it a little bit, but I work as a tutor online, but that means I'm self-employed, so I have a page for my keeping track of my how much I get paid, and I also work for BookU, which is another site. But I'm like self-employed basically, so I have to keep track of like all my money that I make so I can take out taxes myself later in the year. And this is my study schedule. So yeah, that's kind of my bullet journal, and I've migrated into another one recently. So If you'd like to see a little bit more of that and maybe how I plan my spreads, totally leave a comment below and tell me or like this video. And if you want to subscribe, and thanks for watching. Bye guys!